My name is Lucas, and at 70 years old, I thought I'd seen enough of people to know when someone was playing me. I moved in with my son Barrett and his wife Sienna after my hip surgery last spring. "Dad, you comfortable in there?" Barrett knocked on the guest room door around 7 that evening. "Fine, son, just reading." I set down my book. He opened the door, Sienna behind him with her arms crossed. "We need to talk." "All right." I sat up straighter. Sienna stepped forward. "Barrett, show him." My son pulled out his phone, his face tight. "Dad, Sienna showed me your bank statements. You've been moving money. Large amounts." "What are you talking about?" "Don't lie to him." Sienna's voice went sharp. "I found the paperwork when I was cleaning your room. You transferred $40,000 last month." "That was for what?" Barrett cut me off. "You told us you had nothing left after Mom's medical bills. You said you needed help." "I do need help. That money went to another woman." Sienna held up her phone. "I saw the name on the transfer, Margot Chen. You're giving our inheritance to some woman while living under our roof?" "Margot Chen is the physical therapist who—" "Enough," Barrett's jaw clenched. "You lied to us. You made us feel guilty for not taking you in sooner, and you've been hiding money the whole time?" Thunder cracked outside. Rain started hammering the windows. "Barrett, listen to me. That payment was what? A gift? A bribe?" Sienna moved closer. "I checked. You've made 3 transfers to her. That's over $100,000. She earned every cent. The insurance wouldn't—" "Insurance?" Barrett laughed, bitter. "Dad, she's not even licensed in this state. I looked her up. Whatever she's doing for you, it's under the table." "That's not what—" "I don't want to hear it." He turned away. "Sienna's been nothing but kind to you. She gave up her craft room for you. She cooks your meals. And this is how you repay us? Please, just let me explain the full—" "You had months to explain." Sienna's eyes were ice. "You sat at our table every night pretending to be broke, making us feel like we had to support you." "I never said I was broke. I said I needed help after the surgery." "Help?" Barrett spun back. "You needed help while secretly moving 6 figures around? What else are you hiding?" "Nothing. If you just—" "I want you out." His words hit like stones. The room went silent except for the rain. "Barrett, son, please. Tonight, pack your things." "It's storming. We can talk in the morning when—" "I said tonight." His voice shook. "I can't even look at you right now." Sienna touched Barrett's shoulder. "Honey, maybe wait until—" "No," he pulled away from her. "He made his choice. He can live with it." "Where am I supposed to go in this weather?" "You should have thought of that before you started lying." Barrett walked out. I looked at Sienna. Something flickered across her face. Not concern, not regret. Almost satisfaction. "Sienna, you know this isn't—" "I know exactly what this is," she lowered her voice. "You're not the saint Barrett thinks you are, and now he knows it too." "Why are you doing this?" "Doing what? Showing my husband the truth?" She stepped back. 30 minutes, Lucas. Then I'm calling someone to remove you myself." She left. I sat there, water streaming down the windows, my hands shaking. 20 minutes later, I stood in the driveway with 1 suitcase and my medication bag. The rain soaked through my jacket in seconds. Barrett appeared in the doorway. "Dad," I turned, hopeful. "Leave your key on the porch." I set it down on the wet wood. My son closed the door. Through the window, I saw Sienna's arm wrap around his waist, her head on his shoulder, watching me. I drove to a motel 6 miles away. The lobby clerk looked at my soaked clothes but said nothing. "How long?" she asked. "Just tonight." I counted out wet bills. "Room 12, ground floor." The room smelled like mildew and old cigarettes. I changed into dry clothes, my chest tight. By midnight, I couldn't stop shivering. By 2 a.m., I couldn't catch my breath. The ambulance came at dawn. "Sir, can you hear me?" A paramedic leaned over me. "What's your name?" "Lucas Henriksen. Do you have family we can call?" "No." The word came out automatically. I woke in a hospital bed 3 days later. A doctor stood beside me, a woman about 50 with gray streaks in her dark hair. "Mr. Henriksen, I'm Dr. Reeves. You've had pneumonia complicated by your pre-existing heart condition. You were very close to..." "How long have I been here?" 3 days. You were unconscious for most of it." "I need to make a call." "In a moment." She sat down. "Your insurance information listed an emergency contact. Barrett Henriksen. We called him." My throat tightened. "What did he say?" "He asked if you were stable. When we said yes, he said he couldn't be involved and hung up." The machines around me beeped steadily. Dr. Reeves waited. "I see." I looked at the ceiling. "Mr. Henriksen, the social worker will be by later to discuss your discharge plan. Do you have somewhere to go?" "I'll figure something out." She left. An hour later, my phone rang. Unknown number. "Hello? Dad?" Not Barrett. His sister. My daughter, Astrid. "Astrid!" Relief washed through me. "How did you..." "The hospital called me as your secondary contact." "What happened? Barrett won't answer my calls." "It's complicated." "Are you all right?" "I'm alive." "That's not what I asked." Her voice cracked. "Dad, talk to me." I told her everything. The transfers, Sienna's accusations, the storm, the motel. Silence stretched between us. "Dad, Margot Chen, the physical therapist." "Yes?" "She's the one who helped you walk again after the surgery." "Insurance only covered 6 sessions. I needed 3 months. She agreed to continue privately." "So the transfers were payment for services, legal, documented, taxed services. But Sienna found the paperwork before I could explain the full context. She showed Barrett just the bank transfers, not the receipts, not the medical justification." "That's not an accident." Astrid's tone went cold. "She knew exactly what she was doing." "Your brother believes I lied." "Because Sienna made it look that way." Papers rustled on her end. "I'm flying out tomorrow. Don't discharge yourself until I get there." "Astrid, you don't need to..." "Yes, I do. Barrett might have abandoned you, but I won't." She hung up. I closed my eyes, exhaustion pulling me under. Dr. Reeves returned that evening with a man in a suit. "Mr. Henriksen, this is Detective Walsh. He'd like to ask you some questions." My pulse jumped. "Questions about what?" Walsh sat down. "Your daughter-in-law, Sienna Henriksen, filed a report claiming you made threatening statements before leaving their home. She says you told her you'd make her regret this." "I never said that." "She also claims you became physically aggressive when she asked you to leave." "That's a complete lie. I left because my son asked me to." "She has photos of bruising on her arms." "I never touched her." Walsh studied me. "Mr. Henriksen, you understand these are serious allegations." "I understand someone is trying to make sure I can't defend myself." "We'll be investigating. Don't leave the area." He left. The machines beeped. My chest ached. The irreversible thing wasn't the pneumonia. It was what Barrett chose to believe even when I lay dying in a hospital bed. That choice couldn't be undone. Astrid arrived with her husband Corey and a lawyer named Judith Pang. Medical receipts, tax forms, Margot Chen's business license. Judith spread documents on my hospital tray. "Everything proves the transfers were legitimate. Barrett won't look at these." I felt hollow. "Barrett's not who we're worried about." Judith tapped the police report. Sienna's accusations could result in charges. But Dr. Reeves documented your condition. Severe pneumonia, hypothermia. You couldn't have been aggressive. Corey leaned forward. The motel clerk remembers you. Said you were polite. Looked sick. Judith's phone buzzed. Margot Chen just emailed. She's willing to provide detailed treatment records. She scrolled. She's already sent everything to Detective Walsh. 3 days later, I was discharged to Astrid's guest room. Corey unpacked while Astrid sorted my clothes. Dad, there's only 3 shirts here. It's what I grabbed. Where's the rest? Storage unit, downtown. Couldn't keep up payments from the hospital. When was it due? Yesterday. Corey pulled out his phone. How much? $340. He made the call. 10 minutes later, paid. Your stuff is safe. I'll pay you back. You'll do no such thing. Astrid's voice was firm. Your family. My phone rang. Barrett's number. I answered. Dad, Astrid showed me the receipts. I tried to explain that night. I know. Sienna told me you were making excuses. And you believed her. She's my wife. I'm your father. Silence. Can we talk? In person? I owe you an apology. Do you believe the receipts are real? Yes. Do you believe I never threatened Sienna? I don't know what to believe about that. Then we have nothing to talk about. I hung up. Astrid stared. Dad. He wants to apologize for one thing, but not the other. That's guilt management, not an apology. Judith's phone rang. She stepped out, returned minutes later. Detective Walsh. Sienna's story has problems. The bruises are inconsistent with her timeline, and 3 neighbors heard her yelling that night, not you. Neighbors? Mrs. Delacourt next door. The Yamamotos across the street. Paul Vickers 2 houses down. Judith checked her notes. Vickers saw you put something on the porch, then leave quietly. Why would they tell police? Mrs. Delacourt called Walsh directly. Said she was tired of watching Sienna manipulate Barrett. Judith smiled. The neighborhood knows. Corey whistled. That works in our favor. It does. Judith gathered her papers. Walsh is closing the investigation. No charges. 2 weeks later, Barrett showed up at Astrid's house. Dad, please, can we just talk? Astrid blocked the door. He doesn't want to see you. I'm his son. You threw him out in a storm when he was sick. You didn't visit when he almost died. Her voice shook. What kind of son does that? I made a mistake. I want to fix it. Some things can't be fixed, Barrett. I appeared behind Astrid. You can go. Dad, Sienna and I are having problems. I found things. Deleted messages, bills she hid. He swallowed hard. I found your receipts in her desk. All the documentation. She saw them before showing me the bank transfers. So she lied deliberately. Yes. He looked broken. I confronted her. She said she did it to protect our marriage, that you were trying to drive a wedge between us. By paying my medical bills. I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Are you divorcing her? He hesitated. We're in counseling. Then your apology means nothing. I started to close the door. Wait! She's pregnant. The door stopped. Astrid's hand went to her mouth. When? Last week. She says it changes things. That we need to try for the baby. And you believe that too. I don't know what I believe anymore. Here's what I believe. I opened the door wider. Your wife fabricated evidence to destroy my relationship with you. She filed a false police report. She watched me leave in a storm at 70 years old, knowing I had a heart condition. And you're staying with her? It's not that simple. It's exactly that simple. You chose her lies over my truth. Now you're choosing her pregnancy over accountability. I felt calm. But I don't forgive you, and I don't want you in my life. Dad, I was angry. So was I. The difference is, I was innocent. I looked at him. I almost died, Barrett. I was unconscious in a hospital bed, and you told them you couldn't be involved. Your sister flew across the country. Strangers paid my bills. But my son? Nothing. Please, for the baby. They'll need their grandfather. They'll have Sienna's family. That's enough. Corey appeared. Barrett, you should leave. Dad, I'm begging you. You're wasting your time. I turned away. Astrid, close the door. She did. His car started, then faded. You okay? She asked. I'm better than okay. I'm free. I live with Astrid and Corey. I see my granddaughter twice a week. I take long walks. Margot Chen and I get coffee sometimes. She's become a friend. Barrett sends messages I don't read. Sienna tried calling once. I blocked her. Mrs. Delacourt told Astrid that Barrett's marriage is falling apart, that Sienna's parents cut her off after learning what she did, that Barrett looks miserable. I feel nothing about that. Here's what I wonder, though, sitting in Astrid's garden on a Tuesday afternoon, healthy and content. If your child chose someone who tried to destroy you, and you had the chance to forgive them, but knew they'd never truly understand what they did, would you take that chance? Or would you choose the peace that came from walking away?